With Fonte out, are you considering keeping with the back four that you used against Sunderland rather than the back five that you've utilised?
But both is possible.
The shortage in personnel, that's...
No, we don't have 8, 9 different options. We have 2. And if you follow Southampton, you don't follow training sessions, but then you know where we think about.
Are you worried about the leadership that will be missing without Fonte there?
No, I'm not worried, because I don't believe in one player or one captain about that, because it's a function for more players on the pitch.
Do you know who your captain might be for the game?
Stephen Davies.
So that's having such an experienced player there as his replacement is important for.
Yeah, but okay, one is more midfield player, the other is defender. Stephen Davies is not the player the whole day talking. He's more quiet, but he's experienced player. He has the personality to be the captain.
Without Fonte there, it's definitely an opportunity for Yoshida to come in and prove that he's capable.
Yeah, but it's every time. It's the team is not 11 players. If you get the chance, you have to show it, and because that's really a strong squad, what every manager needs in the Premier League.
But obviously Yoshida getting a bit of game time is important, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's for every player, not especially for one player, but we know players need game time to show the qualities, to get the really confidence. So of course it's like that.
And same for, I guess, Graziano Pelle, him getting some good game time. He's had a bit of injury problems, but that goal scoring might come back at some point.
Yeah, we need the goals of Pelle. We need the goals from Shane Long. We need the creativity from Dusan Tadic. We need the quality of Sadio, and of course we need that, because that makes a difference, and that really created chances to score goals.
Do you feel Pelle's maybe rushing his chances at all? Is it, you know,
No, it's always difficult for strikers if they don't score for a long time. They maybe a little bit more under the pressure, but he is experienced enough. He had also a period last season, and after that he showed really to score the goals, and it's up to the players.
It's a hard time for a striker, isn't it, going for a goal drought? But I suppose you just got to keep trying to take those chances.
Yeah, but okay, that's football. You have good periods, you have bad periods, you get chances to score, you miss chances. It's all about, with the whole team, to create. And if you get a chance, you have to score. You have to be clinical. You need to be productive in front. We know that, and we have to improve in that aspect.
I suppose having Shane Long back for Stoke, that's really good, isn't it? For that.
Yeah, but because Shane was doing well, was really confident, and well, I'm happy that he is back.
And just on Jay Rodriguez, how is he progressing at the moment?
He's progressing well. He had a good week of training, and he starts playing this Monday for the under-21s.
So that's great, isn't it, for him?
That's great. It's the next step before the next to the first team.
How long do you reckon it would be before?
I don't know. It's all about his fitness. It's all about game time. If he shows really being back, of course, then I'm very stupid if I don't use players like Jay.
How's he been looking in training anyway? Does he look
good? Really focused. Really like a young kid to come back, and I understand that, because he was very unlucky.
Do you have concerns that, you know, his game is mainly based on pace and speed? Like, coming back from those kind of injuries, is there a concern that he might not be able to get back to the level that he was before?
No, but he's still a young player, and of course he needs time to come back at the level what we know from Jay, and he get the time for that.
How's Florian Gardos? I think you might have mentioned him in the previous bit. But
He's in different injury, longer away from training. Sometimes difficult, sometimes a little bit reaction, and he needs more time to be really prepared to to start in under 21s.
And just on a different note, overall this season there have been periods of time when you've been in really good form and then you've had periods of bad form. Have you been frustrated overall by those inconsistencies?
No, because that's the Premier League. There is one team regular good. It's Leicester. Nobody else.
Why is that?
I don't know. Because it's a tough competition. If you're not really focused, if you're not really 100%, you can lose and you can win. And there is one team this season showing that regular high level. That's the first on the table.
How have Leicester done that then? How have they?
I don't know. Ask them. Maybe we can learn from that.
Do you feel like you should be higher than ninth at this stage? Do you feel like you should be maybe where West Ham possibly are in the mix?
No, but sometimes you have, of course, you have thoughts about final results. It's a penalty. You don't get a penalty, but that's not really interesting because on the end of the season, you are on the right position on the table, and we hope we can do it so good as last season. If not, we will have several reasons why we didn't finish like last season.
Thank you, Ronald.
Okay.
Ronald, can I talk to you about Virgil van Dijk for a while? He obviously came in, looked very good to start off with, now he's just really showing his quality. How important is he to your team now?
He's important, but he can be more important.
In what way can he be more important?
More leadership. Still more focused. Every day.
What do you mean by that? Is he sort of quite jokery in the changing room?
No, I don't mention that, but I think he can still improve into making the next step as a player. And that means every session maximum. But one of his one weakness, sometimes he looks a little bit sloppy. And that's a mentality, and I like to change that. And we have talks about that.
Is this going to be a good week for him to show that he can be leadership and take away a bit
Yeah,
of
but he's doing well in general. I'm very pleased with Virgil. But I think he can be better. He can be stronger. He can be still more complete as a defender.
Player you thought you were signing when you signed him? Has he been as good as you thought, or are you slightly disappointed?
No, but of course I knew him better than other players because he's Dutch. I know him from Holland, and of course he is improving very good. But I think he can still improve more, and that's all about mindset.
Obviously, last season you had Toby Alderweireld here. You wanted to keep hold of him. He was a good player. Do you think Virgil has matched him in terms of his quality?
Yes, I think you can compare both players. And Alderweireld had a very good season in Southampton. We got the possibility in Southampton to show his qualities. But we like to keep Virgil longer time than with Alderweireld.
Is there anything which Virgil needs to do to become as good as Toby was?
No, but I think both players are very good defenders. And both players need... and Virgil came out of the Scottish League. And the Scottish League is not Premier League. And you need time and you need understanding to improve.
Obviously, this week Jose Font isn't around. He's got, I think it's the 5th red card of your season. I think that's more than you had for the previous 3 seasons. Is that something that worries you?
It worries me because one player got 3. And then maybe 5 is a lot.
Is there any discipline issues here?
No, but the red card of Jose can happen. It's like a last man. We know 2 yellow cards. It's possible in football in the Premier League.
There's no problems in the squad with that. There's no problems with that. Is there?
No,
is there
because a yellow, a red, is part of football. It's all about, and we spoke about that in the situation of Victor, when it's not necessary, or it's not the place on the pitch where you have to take that risk. That's different. But I don't complain about of the red card of Jose, what happened last week.
Just back to Leicester quickly, Ronald, if you don't mind. Has their wonderful season given clubs like yours, Stokes, West Ham's, hope that next season that what used to be the top 4 or 5 can be breached?
Yeah, but the difference between Leicester this year and Southampton last year is that they keep the level and they keep the spirit, and for us last year was it more difficult. But of course it gives everybody a good feeling, because it's not all about money. And that's good to know. Maybe also good to know for the big clubs.